Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry, paper 22, March 2019, question 21. Which statement describes the chemical property of aluminum oxide? It reacts with acid but not with bases. It is amphoteric in nature, it will react with both. It reacts with acids and bases, yes, because it is amphoteric. It reacts with bases but not acids, no. It reacts with water, no, it does not react with water at all. So it will only react with acids and bases, making option B the correct option for this question. Question 22. The results of two tests on an aqueous solution of X are shown. So when aqueous sodium hydroxide is added, a green precipitate forms. So if a green precipitate is forming, it could either be Cr3 positive or Fe2 positive ion. And acidified aqueous silver nitrate is added, yellow precipitate form. This is confirmation for the presence of iodide ion. So what is X? Copper chloride? No. Copper iodide? No. Iron 2 chloride? No. Iron 2 iodide? Yes, because we could either have Fe2 plus or Cr3 positive ion producing the green precipitate, but it is for sure that the yellow precipitate is produced by the iodide ion. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question. Question 23. Four stages used to prepare an insoluble salt are listed. Drying, this should be the last process. Filtration, precipitation, and washing. So this process should start by precipitation. This should be step 1, followed by filtration being step 2, then by washing the filtrate residue. That should be step 3, and then drying the residue should be step 4. So in which order are the stages done? So the first stage would be step 3. So this eliminates options A and C, A and D. Step 2 would be step 2 itself. So we will carry on with B, eliminate C. Then should be step 4, and the last step should be step 1. Therefore, option B is the correct option for this question. Question 24. The element sodium to argon form period 3 of the periodic table. Which row describes the trend across period 3 from left to right? Number of outer shell electrons in a period would increase. So this eliminates options A and B, and we will carry on with options C and D. The metallic character across a period would decrease and not increase. So we eliminate option D. And the group number increases along a period. This makes option C the correct option for this question. Question 25. Acetine is below iodine in group 7 in the periodic table. Which row describes the properties of acetine? State at room temperature. So it is below iodine, and iodine is a solid. So the state of acetine would also be a solid, eliminating options A and B. And reactivity. Reactivity of group 7 elements, the halogens, decreases down the group. So option C says displaces iodine but does not displace chlorine or bromine. No, it will not displace iodine as well because it is less reactive than iodine. And option D says does not displace chlorine, bromine, or iodine. Yes, this is correct. So option D is the correct option for this question. Question 26. Which statement explains why elements in group 8 of the periodic table are unreactive? They are monoatomic gases. The statement is true, but not a reason for unreactivity. They form stable diatomic molecules. No, they don't. They have a full outer shell of electrons. Yes, they do, which is called the noble gas configuration. And they share electrons with each other. No, they don't. They are monoatomic. They do not form covalent bonds. So option C is the correct option for this question. Question 27. In which reaction does iron solid forms ions when the mixture is heated? So it would be a reaction in which iron displaces a less reactive metal. So in A, we have got iron and calcium oxide. Iron is less reactive than calcium, so no reaction will happen. In B, we have got iron and magnesium oxide. Magnesium is more reactive than iron, so this reaction will not happen. In C, we have got iron and zinc oxide. Zinc is more reactive than iron, so this reaction will not happen. And in D, we have got iron plus copper oxide. Iron is more reactive than copper, so this reaction will happen. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option D. And in order to remember or recall the reactivity, it starts with potassium, then it goes to sodium, then calcium, then magnesium, then aluminum, then zinc, then iron, then lead, then we have hydrogen, then we have copper, silver, and gold. So iron is more reactive than copper, but less reactive than calcium or magnesium or zinc. So it will only react with copper oxide. So that is why option D is correct. Question 28. The list gives the order of some metals and hydrogen in the reactivity series. Metal X is also included. Now X is less reactive than hydrogen, but more reactive than copper. Which row correctly shows the properties of metal X? Will it react with dilute acids? No, since it is less reactive than hydrogen, it will not react. So this will eliminate options C and D. And oxide reduced by carbon, yes, it is less reactive than carbon. So carbon will be able to displace this metal from its oxide. So this makes option B the correct option for this question. Question 29. Which metal carbonate does not produce carbon dioxide when it is heated? That means it does not decompose. Copper 2 carbonate will decompose. Iron 2 carbonate will decompose. Potassium carbonate will not decompose when heated. It needs very high temperatures to decompose. And zinc carbonate will decompose on heating. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 30. Which statement about the extraction of metals is correct? Aluminum is extracted by the electrolysis of hematite. Hematite is the ore for iron. The ore for aluminum is called bauxite. So incorrect. Cryolite acts as a reducing agent in the extraction of aluminum. No, it dissolves bauxite to lower its melting point. Zinc is extracted by the electrolysis of zinc blende. No, zinc is not extracted by the electrolysis of zinc blende. It is first converted into zinc oxide and then it is reduced by reacting with carbon. And zinc is obtained by heating zinc oxide with coke. Yes, that is what I just said. Zinc oxide reacts with coke or carbon and is reduced to zinc metal, whereas the carbon is oxidized to CO2. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question.